If you keep attracting emotionally unavailable people, first of all, no, it's not just you. And no, it isn't a problem that just a handful of people are dealing with. It's actually much more common than most people realize. Now, there are no official statistics that say X percentage of Americans are emotionally unavailable, but there is something closely related that tells us a lot. According to recent public health research, about 43% of adults between 18 and 34 report feeling lonely or lacking emotional support. Wow, that's almost half. And when you stretch that into the broader dating age range of 20 to 40, you're talking about millions of people walking around wanting connection, but not really knowing how to show up emotionally. So when people say, why does everyone feel emotionally unavailable right now? That's why. We're more connected digitally and more disconnected emotionally these days. Now, here's where things get uncomfortable, but also very important. Emotionally unavailable people aren't always cold. They're not always distant. And a lot of them actually want relationship. They want companionship. They like attention. They like intimacy to a point. What they struggle with is emotional depth, consistency, and vulnerability over time. And that's where people get stuck, because emotionally unavailable people can feel amazing in the beginning. They text, they open up fast, they make you feel chosen. And then something shifts. They get overwhelmed. They pull back. They say things like, I don't really know what I want right now. Or they might say, I'm just really busy lately. Or this one, my personal favorite, I'm not ready, but I don't want to lose you. And this is where you have two choices. And I want to slow this down for a second because this matters. If you're dealing with someone emotionally unavailable, you really only have two healthy paths forward. And let's talk about the first one. Option one is seeing whether the relationship can actually move forward. And I'm going to be honest, this option is rare, but it is possible under very specific conditions. If someone is emotionally unavailable but self-aware and they acknowledge it, if they say something like, yeah, I shut down when things get close, or I know I struggle with vulnerability and I want to work on it, and then, and this part is key, they actually take action. Therapy, honest conversation, consistent effort. Then yes, sometimes people can grow into emotional availability. But there's a line that you cannot cross. You don't stay in emotional limbo waiting for potential. You don't pause your needs. You don't overfunction to make it easier for them. Because the moment you start shrinking, the relationship is already costing you way too much. Now, let's talk about option two. And honestly, this is the option most people need even if they don't want it. Option two is breaking away. Not in an angry nature or not in a dramatic nature, just a clear break. Breaking away doesn't mean you didn't care. It doesn't mean you failed. It means you recognized a pattern early enough to protect yourself. Because here's the truth that most people learn way too late. Emotionally unavailable people don't suddenly wake up available because someone stayed long enough. They change when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of growth. And you can't create that moment for them. All you can do is refuse to participate in confusion. You stop explaining your needs over and over. You stop waiting for clarity that never comes. You stop trying to prove that you're worth it. And when you step away calmly, without chasing, without begging, something powerful happens. You interrupt the pattern. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes, that's the moment the other person realizes what they lost. But even if they don't, you still win because you chose peace over anxiety, consistency over chemistry, self-respect over potential. And that's the real goal of dating, not convincing someone to choose you, but choosing situations that choose you back. So if this episode hit close to home, it's because you're already outgrowing something. And if you want more honest, no-nonsense conversations about modern dating, emotional awareness, and real relationships, make sure you subscribe to Dating to Win. Because clarity doesn't just change dating, it changes everything. So thank you for listening on the podcast. Thank you for viewing on the YouTube channel. And until next time, remember, we're not just dating, we are dating to win. And I will see you on the next episode.